had just moved to Montreal and was asked to teach at McGill, and I'd never taught before. So I had to learn what I was doing. I had to learn my craft, and that was about 18 years ago. And that started me on an exploration that took me to Columbia University, and did some post-grad work very briefly. But mostly it brought me to an understanding of what I was actually doing. I was working on instinct for 5 or 6 years as a writer, without really knowing the craft. And everybody can write. I mean, it's in everyone, but it takes a very special kind of dedication to study and to understand and to master the tools of the trade, essentially, you know. I set up MasterPlayWorks about 7 or 8 years ago, primarily just to get my own work out there. But then I had been teaching at the National Theatre School of Canada and McGill University here in Montreal, Concordia University, and then I ended up doing a lot of workshops. And I ended up, it was interesting how that evolved. I ended up doing workshops right across Canada, Bermuda, France, a couple of times in private sessions with people from all over the place. And I thought, there's a really, and the workshops, like the 2 or 3 day workshop or a 2-hour workshop, is never enough. So I began to think that there was a way to do it online, a real workshop situation, which is different than story editing or working on a one-on-one with a person. There's a way to get a group dynamic going using technology that's really exciting. We use Skype, so the participants, there's usually 3 to 5, 3 to 6. 6 is a lot. I tried and keep it quite individual, quite intensive with a smaller number of people, because everybody benefits more. You need to hear the work read. First of all, you need to read your work, and people need to hear it. You need the feedback. In order to get a strong sense of whether your ideas are actually connecting with your audience or your reader. So we use Skype, which is a voice-over internet protocol. The sound is remarkable. It's very simple. You download it for free, of course, and you can set it up. All you need is the microphone that's already in your laptop, probably, or you can, it's very simple to gear up your home computer with a $3 microphone almost. So we're talking to each other from anywhere in the world, which is what's really thrilling about it, because you get cultural differences, and you get differences in age and perspective and point of view, and everybody's in the living room of their own home or their home office, wherever they choose to work, where there's no distraction. It is intensive. It's a very intensive 2-hour session. It's 8 weeks, once a week for 2 hours, a total of 16 hours of. It's a combination. The 2-hour session is structured in a very sort of simple, direct way. There's usually about 20 minutes of craft. I'm just pulling everything I know from my own experience, what I've studied and read and experienced myself, and pulling as much craft as I can, and theory, and presenting that to people. Then there's a discussion on craft and theory, writing theory. And then we get right into the exercises, and we work really, really intently. People go away for half an hour. They leave the course. They leave. I encourage people to find a quiet place in their home, or make sure that they're uninterrupted. And then that's when we do the perspective exercises. Then we come back after half an hour and read and critique them. So that's that whole process then of communication among the people from different walks of life, different levels of experience. It's a wonderful. It's very thrilling for me too. I think it's the main reason I do it, because I learn and feel so much from people, and I'm able to give back, and I'm able to help people structure their writing, and to broaden their understanding of what it is they're trying to do.